So the first step in working with Animate CSS is downloading the Animate CSS framework. So we're going to go ahead and go to this website. So if you want to get to it just by Googling Animate CSS, it's the first option that comes up. Otherwise, you can use this website to go directly to the website. So we're here at Animate CSS's website, and we're going to go ahead and download Animate CSS so we can attach that to our project. So you can come down here and you can explore Animate CSS, and we'll do that in other videos. But here we're going to come down to where it says download Animate CSS. If you're on Safari and you click on this, it's just going to take you to the raw CSS file. If you want to actually download it as a separate file, you do have to, on Safari, right click and go to download linked file as, and then this will pop up so you can download that Animate CSS to your desktop. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Or you can come into where it says view on GitHub. And if you click on View on GitHub, you can come down to all of the different files, including the different example files as well. And you can come over here where it says Clone or Download. Click on that, and you can either clone it if you're familiar with GitHub and Git, and so you're using something like that, you can clone it and always just pull the latest files if needed as well. Or you can click on Download Zip, and this will download a zip to your desktop. Now we're going to explore both ways of just taking the Animate CSS and attaching it to your project, and then we're going to explore just unzipping this right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hide Safari, and you can see the file that was downloaded is animate.css.txt. I don't know why it added a txt there. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that txt. So I renamed my file just animate CSS. On a Mac, it may pop open, are you sure you want to change it? Yep, I'm going to use CSS here. And now if I open up that CSS inside of like a text editor, you'll notice that it is a full CSS file with CSS formatting and everything like that. And that's exactly what we want. We want to have this animate.css file here. Let's come back into GitHub, and once this download zip is done, we can then come in and unzip it. If you're using a Windows machine, you may need to right click and go to unzip. But in this case, on the Mac machine, it gave me all the files that I need. If you're familiar with gulp, you can use gulp as well. Or you can come in and always use the animate.minified file, and that just basically makes it even that much faster and lighter. You can see right here the unminified file is 75 kilobytes. The minified file is 56 kilobytes, so it is faster to use the minified one. However, once we get to the point where we're actually going to be creating our own custom animations, then we definitely want to have the one that's unminified, and then we can always go in and minify it later. Now, you don't need everything else. You can take a look at the different JSON files here. You can take a look at the different source files as well. If you click on that, you can open up these different CSS files and see exactly how this flip CSS works. And the reason why it's separated is you can actually go in, and if you just want one certain animation, you can grab one of these CSS files. Instead of grabbing everything, you can just grab one of them, and you can see that the file size is a whole lot smaller. So if there's just one animation that you're going for, then just download the zip file, go into the source, and then just find that animation and attach just that animation to your project file. So that's how you download Animate CSS. We're just going to be working with this one file for now. So I'm going to delete this folder, and we're just going to take that Animate CSS file, and then later we're going to attach that Animate CSS file to our project.